pain, the golden opportunity for every introverted personal trainer? Hey, Sensei Sarah here with another incredible insights episode for every introverted personal trainer who wants to see beyond the obvious so you can find the opportunities and bring more value to your clients without having to learn anything about back pain itself. So here's what I mean. Insight number one, low-level back pain is mental torture. Now, if you've never had a back problem, it's really difficult to appreciate just how much of an impact it can have on your mental health. But I can tell you from experience that I would not wish it on my worst enemy. My spine was adjusted badly when I was in my early 20s, which strained the ligaments in my spine, and for over a decade I suffered with low-level back pain that no amount of treatment seemed able to fix. And honestly, I tried everything. And it's not even the pain that really causes the issue. You kind of get used to that. It's the anticipation of pain that's the real kicker. You know, the trouble is, the lower back is involved in every single movement that us human beings make. You know, it's in every turn of your head, it's in every cough or sneeze. Oh man, that's painful when you've got back pain. It's even in every step that you take. I mean, I've even put my back out walking down the street while my foot was in the air. And because you don't know what it is that's going to trigger the pain this time, it makes you cautious of moving at all. So you start anticipating that every time you turn over in bed or stand up out of a chair or try to put your shoes on, that it is just going to hurt. And of course, as animals, human beings are pre-programmed to avoid pain. So to put ourselves through movements that are likely to cause pain, you kind of have to psych yourself up. And it is exhausting. Can you imagine how much mental effort it takes somebody with back pain just to get through the day, or how much their sleep is disrupted from simply turning over? Like, the latest statistics say that back pain will affect as many as 8 out of 10 adults at least once in their lifetime, and that it's the biggest factor for prolonging pain in other conditions too, which means that the majority of our clients either have had, have got now, or will have back pain at some point in their lives, and it's likely to either drag on for many years or keep coming back, or both. Now, many trainers think that if their clients don't have pain, they don't have problems, but they don't really understand the issue. You see, eventually, the experience of getting pain with certain movements has been repeated so often, it's so ingrained, that it doesn't matter whether the pain is actually there or not. Which leads me to insight number two. Avoidance is a slippery slope. Now, repeated experiences of pain with movement, even if those painful experiences happened years ago, lead our clients to lower their expectations of their capabilities. It makes them overcautious of moving in certain ways, and can even make them believe that they'll never be able to do certain movements ever again because of their bad back. And this fear of causing more pain leads our clients to start avoiding and sometimes flat out refusing to do some movements. And many trainers, when they're faced with a client who says, I can't do that because of my bad back, or they seem reluctant to do particular movements, will simply give that client a different exercise to do, which reinforces the idea that avoidance is good and that our clients shouldn't do those movements. And while this might protect both the client and the trainer in the short term, over time, the list of movements being avoided gets longer and longer until eventually the client isn't physically able to do those movements without pain. So what started out as just a fear ends up being a reality. So insight number three, fear limits progress. So even when you get clients who are willing to improve their progress, it can be slow because they're terrified of causing themselves more pain. I mean, I remember going to a group training session once. I'd had my back pain for about 8 years by that point, and I was just trying to keep myself fit with, doing what I could. I knew what my limits were and how much I was willing to push myself, which I did. I added a small amount of weights to my bar, which I hadn't managed to do before, but the instructor kept insisting that I add more because in his eyes, I was being too cautious. Eventually, I had to say to him, look, I'm not afraid of hard work. I'm frightened of hurting my back again. I'll do these weights this week, and if I'm okay, I'll do more next week. I knew I was being sensible, and I certainly didn't want to put myself back 5 years in the progress that I'd made. And besides, injury were my entire career. If I didn't know how to make progress, then who did? So the point really that I'm trying to make here is that clients who have experienced pain with movement at any point in their lives often need new, non-painful experiences to give them the confidence to move forwards. Now, how fast they gain that confidence depends on, firstly, your ability to see their fear, because people who've lived with a problem for years and who've tried everything probably won't tell you about it until they have to. And secondly, your ability to address that fear without pointing it out, because nobody likes to admit that they're frightened. And emotional stress is the leading cause of injury, which means that if they're tense, they're more likely to experience pain. So here are the big takeaways from today's video. 1, low-level back pain has far more of an impact on your clients than most trainers will ever recognize, and than most clients are willing to admit. 2, what many trainers see as being flaky or a lack of motivation or commitment is often driven by an underlying, probably decades-old injury. And thirdly, if you want to really add value and help your clients truly change their lives through fitness, then being able to address the mental impact of low-level pain is simply one of the most powerful things you can do for another human being. And as an introvert, you see beyond the obvious every day. You know, as introverted personal trainers, it's what we do. So here's an opportunity for you to use that skill to add crazy value and make a meaningful difference to your clients' lives. So when you're ready to take this to the next level, I'd like to invite you to grab a copy of my Back Pain Buster Success Map and Training Bundle, so you can see exactly how you, as a non-injury specialist trainer, can do more than you ever dreamed possible to help your clients achieve their best results. No injury knowledge required. You can grab that at kickasspt.com/backmap. No gaps, no hyphens, just backmap. Okay. So before I go, there won't be another Incredible Insights episode for the next 2 Mondays. I'm taking some time to be with my family over Easter, but I will be back on the 17th. So thanks for watching. I'm Sensei Sarah, and I'll see you next time.